Hello again, scholars. Welcome back. Today we're going to continue learning all about our grammar stuff as we focus on adjectives. Now, if you've seen any of my earlier videos, we talked about nouns, and if we remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. And the way I remember that is through the song that I sang for you earlier from when I was a kid, and it tells you with a noun, it's any person you can know, and any place that you can go, and anything that you can show, you know they're nouns. Now, today we're not looking at nouns, we're looking at adjectives. But knowing about nouns is going to really help you with adjectives. Adjectives are your describing words. And whenever you see an adjective, that adjective is going to describe a noun. So if I'm thinking about adjectives describing, that means they modify or change, describe a noun. So any describing word is going to really fall under that umbrella of adjectives as long as it's describing a noun. So if your word is describing a person, place, thing, or idea, it's going to be an adjective. So we're going to do a few over here for practice, and then we're going to jump into our remote learning packet so you can continue practicing adjectives, and then I'll set you free to do it all by yourself. But we're going to look at a couple sentences, and we're going to find out what our describing words are, because your adjectives are your describing words. So today I came up with a couple sentences about my cats. I've been spending so much time with those crazy guys. Oh my goodness. There are so many ways I could describe them. But today we're going to focus on a couple basic ones. So first, I've got Sparty. You've all seen Sparty. He's the one that likes interrupting all the time while I'm trying to teach you guys. And I have here in our first sentence, Sparty is an orange cat. I have to think, in this sentence, which word is my describing word? Sparty, that's a proper noun. That's naming Sparty. So that's not describing a word. That is my verb. That's my action word. All right, if it's an action or if it's being, like is just a being verb, then it's going to be a verb. So that's not so much an adjective. And that's an article. We're not there yet. But orange, orange seems to be describing something. If I'm thinking about orange, can you close your eyes and picture something orange? I have a marker that's orange if you can't picture it, but I'm thinking of something orange. It's my orange cat. Orange is my adjective because it is describing cat. So orange, I'm going to circle that. That is my adjective. I'm going to abbreviate that ADJ. That's a common abbreviation for adjective. What is the orange describing? It's describing Sparty, but I'm not saying Sparty is orange. So I have to think, what noun, what person, place, thing, or idea is orange describing? Orange is describing cat. Here, orange, the adjective orange, is modifying or changing the word cat by describing it. It's telling you more about it. What kind of cat? An orange cat. So here, I see my adjective with my noun. A lot of times you'll see your adjectives right in front of your noun, just as we see here. Let's look at another one. His fur is very soft. Now, in this sentence, I don't see an adjective right next to a noun like I did before. I have to think a little bit differently. I want to find in here, what is my noun? What is the person, place, thing, or idea that I'm focusing on? So if I read the sentence again, his fur is very soft. What is the thing I'm talking about? I'm talking about his fur. That is my noun. That is my person, place, or thing, or idea that I am talking about. I'm talking about Sparty's fur. And what do I know about Sparty's fur? In the sentence I keep reading, it says it is very, am I going to say he has very fur? Not so much. But it is very what? It is very soft. Here, soft is my adjective. And what is the soft describing or modifying or changing? His fur. So sometimes in sentences like this, you'll see your noun and your adjective, they are separated. They are not side-by-side buddies like they were in the first sentence. So when you're looking for your adjectives in a sentence, you want to find the words that are modifying or changing your nouns. They often do that by describing it. Orange cat, orange describing cat. Soft fur, soft describing the fur. Let's do two more and then we'll go into our remote learning packets. Forgot the word there. Sorry, guys. So here I see Randall has gray fur. You haven't seen Randall. He likes to sleep and he's super quiet. So Randall has gray fur. Let's look at this sentence. Randall, that's my proper noun, who I'm talking about. Has, that is my verb. That is my action word. Gray. Ooh, I see another color. Colors are often going to be adjectives because they're describing things. He has gray what? He has gray fur. Gray here is my adjective. It is my describing word. And what is the gray describing? It is describing not Randall. I'm not saying Randall is gray. I'm saying he has gray fur. Your adjectives are going to always be paired with a noun that they're going to describe or modify, either side-by-side buddies or sometimes separated within a sentence, and then you just got to look really carefully so you can find them. Last one, and then we'll get into our remote packets. His nails are sharp. True story. Randall does not like it when you trim his nails, so they go beyond nails. They're like talons. These are crazy sharp little things. So I'm looking at his nails are sharp. What's my sentence about? What noun is my sentence about? I'm talking about his nails. If you don't see an adjective and a noun side by side, finding out what your sentence is about, finding that noun first, can often help you find your adjective. Now, what am I learning about his nails? How is my sentence describing or modifying that word nails with an adjective? It's saying that the nails are sharp. So here, sharp is my adjective. And what is sharp modifying or changing? It's describing, oh, you can't see the air, there, I'll put it up there. It's changing the nails. It's saying that his nails are sharp. It's describing nails. So when you think about adjectives, adjectives are those describing words. So if you want to go ahead, we're going to look on this page. It's our adjectives page out of your remote learning ELA packet number 1. It's the page that says 404 on the bottom of it. Can't really see that. Can you see that now? 404. So go ahead and get this paper out. We're going to do just a few of them together, and I'm going to set you free to do some practice by yourself. So let's go ahead. Let's continue learning all about adjectives. All right, scholars, so now we have our adjectives page out. We're going to get ready to just do a few of these. So you have 2 pages that you're going to be doing, but we're only going to do about 3 or 4 on this page together. Then I'm going to let you finish it up by yourself. Now, we did just learn all about adjectives, but we're not ready to just jump in. We need to make sure we know everything that we have on this page so we are set up for success. So let's go ahead. We're going to read at the introduction. I will read. I would love to hear you reading along with me because good readers read together, and that's going to help you grow every day to be a stronger reader. Let's go ahead and read. It says, introduction. An adjective is a word that tells something about a noun. When you write, you can use adjectives to help your readers picture what you are describing. Some adjectives tell what kind. They describe how something looks, feels, sounds, tastes, or smells. In the example below, blue describes the noun ocean. Cold describes water. So let's look. Our first one says, we swam. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue-tied over here. We swam in the blue ocean. Here, blue, I'm going to circle it, is my adjective. What is it describing? It's describing the ocean. It's telling what kind of ocean it is. It's modifying ocean by telling what kind. The water was cold. Here, cold is my adjective, and it's describing what? The water. Here, buddy system. Here, separated, but as long as you find out what your describing word is and what it's describing, the cold water, the blue ocean, you'll be successful. So some adjectives tell what kind, but other adjectives tell how many there are of something. We saw 3 whales. 3 is describing whales. It's telling how many you saw. There were many dolphins. Now, many is pretty broad. You have no idea how many might be, but it is telling that it's how many. It's giving that describing word. It's adjective describing dolphins. So some examples of what kind are old, calm, bright, damp, noisy, sour, smoky. These are words that can describe. So you could say an old tree, the calm water, a bright star, a damp towel, the noisy playground, the sour candy, the smoky fire. I'm having that what kind adjective that's telling me more about that noun. You also have how many. Those are adjectives too. 3 pencils, 12 desks, 40 M&Ms, many scholars, several markers, some friends. So I've got how many. So those are my other types of adjectives. Adjectives can tell what kind, and they can tell how many. So now we're going to do some practice. So we're going to underline the adjective, or adjectives. That little S there, I'm going to underline that and circle that because that's telling me that there might be some sentences with more than one. So I'm going to find the adjective or adjectives in each sentence. Then draw an arrow from each adjective to the noun that it tells about, just like we did up here and just like we did on the poster earlier. So let's look at number 1. The Davis family goes to a beautiful beach in July. So I'm going to look at this one, and I see an adjective. I see a word that is telling what kind of something. In fact, I see 2, okay? One of them I see is beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective because it's telling what kind of something. It's describing how something looks, feels, sounds, tastes, or smells. And beautiful is going to describe how something looks. What is beautiful in this sentence? They're talking about the beautiful beach. So I've got a beautiful beach that I'm going to, that the Davis family is going to in July. And I hope to go to a beautiful beach in July too. Maybe you do too. I love going to the beach. Anyway, back to adjectives. So the Davis family goes to a beautiful beach in July. Beautiful is describing the word beach. There is another noun in this sentence, and it's the family. What family is it? Am I finding out what kind of family it is? Yes, the Davis family. Now this one's a bit trickier. If you only grab beautiful, that's fine. But oftentimes having that family name before it can be considered an adjective. So we're looking at that too, okay? So I've got the Davis family. Davis modifying or changing family, telling what kind of family it is. It's the Davis family. Beautiful beach. Beautiful is the adjective modifying beach. It's telling what kind of beach. Some of your adjectives are going to describe a noun, telling what kind, by how it looks, feels, sounds, tastes, or smells, or how many. Let's look at number 2. Sorry about that, guys. My phone died. We're back. So, number 2 says, the dunes at the beach are huge. So, let's look at this one. I see an adjective that's talking about how something looks. All right? I'm seeing that I'm talking about something is huge. I'm going to circle that one. So, if something is huge, that means it's really, really big. What at this beach is huge or really, really big? Let's look at the sentence. I see dunes and I see beach. Those are my 2 nouns. Those are my 2 place or things that are in my sentence. Is the beach huge or are the dunes huge? Let's look at the sentence. The dunes at the beach are huge. Which one of these nouns is huge modifying? I think I see it. Do you see it? Let's say it together. Ready? It is the dunes, because they're talking about how the dunes are huge. That one was a tricky one because we have 2 different nouns in here. Okay? I'm going to do one more and then we're all set. Okay? Number 3. Maddie loves to feel the soft sand between her toes. Let's look at all the sentences. All the words in the sentence is a long one. Maddie, well, that's a name. That's a proper noun. Loves, that's an action. That's a verb. To feel, so those are some more things. To feel together, that's another verb. The soft, soft looks like something I would describe. We've talked about how Sparty had soft fur. We use that as a descriptive word, an adjective. So I'm going to think that that might be my adjective. Let's keep looking. Soft, sand, between, nope, her, nope, toes, nope. So I see soft sand. Soft is my adjective. And what is soft in the sentence? Not saying that Maddie is soft, not that loves is soft, not that to is soft or feel is soft or the is soft, but what is soft? The sand. So I'm going to draw my arrow from soft to sand. Beautiful job, scholars. I'm going to let you finish the rest of this on your own, plus the other page. That only gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that you can do by yourself. You can crank out 10 of these, no problem, because you are super smart, super hardworking scholars, and I know you'll crush it. So let's review quickly, though. Our adjectives are those words that tell something about a noun. They modify it. They can tell what kind. They can tell how many. They can describe how something looks, feels, sounds, tastes, or smells. And at the end of the day, if it is describing that noun, it is going to be an adjective. Super proud of you, scholars. Excellent work. I cannot wait to see what you do as you finish it up by yourself. Wonderful work, scholars. I'm super proud of you. This is going to wrap up our lesson today about adjectives. So we know that adjectives are going to be paired with a noun. And as a review, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. So any person you can know, and any place that you can go, and anything that you can show, you know they're nouns. Now, if I'm describing that noun, I'm going to use it with an adjective. Adjectives are those fun describing words. It's the words that make your writing so much more colorful, and they're making your reading more exciting to read. So you're going to look for your sentences just like we did, find what you're talking about, that's your noun, and find how the author is describing that noun, and that's your adjectives. Sometimes they are side-by-side buddy system, and sometimes they are spread apart in a sentence. Finding your nouns can help you find your adjectives, and finding those fun, exciting describing words is going to set you on the right path to finding all your adjectives. Excellent work, scholars. Super proud of you. I really, really, really miss you. I can't wait to see the amazing work you're doing, and until next time.